Okay. Yes. Yes. Aha! Is it on? Gotta refresh this. Yes, it's working! Aha! I made it be working. There we go. Ugh. Alright. Take that down. Pull out this. Alright. So, if anybody's actually here, I went ahead and reattached this bolt differently using goop instead of epoxies and various other solid adhesives so that it wouldn't leak all the time. Still waiting? Is it up? Okay, good. I'm sure there's a little bit of lag. Oh, right, I need to attach the bolt to this. Yeah, I did the unnecessary thing of taking the air tank out of the Range Master and putting an XBZ in it. And it's broken before, because the bolt doesn't swivel anymore. I wasn't smart enough to fix that feature. Workbench doesn't work for this. That is only just press fit. I mean, it just slides right into there. It's very nice. This is a sealed breech setup using CPVC. Just a bit of lag. Yeah. It'll be like that. So I might as well go over this. CPVC coupler. I've got a scar barrel with CPVC that shoots into here. And then this right here to extend the trigger actuator is the dart post out of a Cyclone Shock. Cyclone Shot. I forget which one is right. And then this is hard mounted instead of having the swivel. And if anyone cares, this is what I did with the original air tank for this. I kind of overbuilt it a bit. Of course, it does fly apart if you do that now. All the bits are over here. Nobody saw that, right? I'm not sure what it is with my preference for the electrical conduit PVC. Probably because it's more UV resistant. And I'm just going to button this up, and hopefully once that goop in there that I just put in cures, it'll be happy. For some reason I put my screwdriver away. Now the odd thing about the Range Master is all the parts go on the side that the screws go in. So you have to flip it upside down. Say hi to Inky. He's on here for some reason. He's the mascot for one of those custom t-shirt companies. This really is an underutilized blaster of mine. Probably because whenever I pump it up, all the air would leak out, and I would only get like a 45 FPS shot, even though a singled XBZ tank should be able to hit whatever range I want it to. Yeah. I'm not sure what context you're using yeet in there. Yeah. Oh, that's what you can see. It's not good, but I can't set this on the bench because the bolt is in the way. And I can't fold the bolt down because it's hard mounted with 2 screws and some epoxy and stuff. Pump action was separated. Maybe. Well, it is separated in the original version. It's actually there's a groove and a ring that slides inside of that groove. So it is separated. Mine is hard mounted because it's an XBZ tank. I replaced it because I had previously attempted to mod it and just kind of destroyed it. After this, I'm going to figure out why the solenoid doesn't work in that monstrosity blaster that's on the other workbench over there. I should check and see what the cure time on this goop that I used in this thing is, and see if a firing demo would be in order, if that would make all my efforts wasted. This is one of the few blasters I own where I haven't lost any of the screws yet. The bolt to chamber around. Oh! Right, so priming it and charging it aren't and pumping it aren't the same action. Uh-oh. Oh man, this trigger always gets out of place. I've dealt with this before too, so I remember what I'm doing, although it's been a while. If you don't get the trigger just right in its well, pulling it becomes problematic. Alright, these screws need to come all the way out, if possible. If my screwdriver would make up its mind whether or not it's magnetic. Come on, you. There you go. Alright, how about this guy? Is he gonna... Aha! Got it. There we go. I suppose if you wanted to separate the pump, you could gouge out back here, because this is the end of your pump, but you'd have to extend it or use the XBZ pump, which is already longer. Yeah, MagFed could be nice. This thing isn't really hard to load, though. And I think when I changed the tank, I extended the draw a little bit to make it just a bit better. It's hard to compare the setup I've got to a stock one. But if we set this on the table here... Nope, there we go. That's how much length we've got. And I filled this thing up with foam padding and hot glue to kind of sound deaden it because, yeah, reasons. I also put this plate off the side of a Air Max 1 to keep people from trying to slide the bolt down. But, it doesn't like those so much. Let's try a bamboo dart. That wasn't bad, but I could hear the air leaking out the whole time. Alright, I'll set this here and go get the accessories. Let's start with the most important one, which is a homemade scar barrel. 3/4 inch aluminum, chunk of CPVC, obviously lots of electric tape, 1-inch orange PEX from Menards, more E-tape, and inside of here is 4 strands of fishing line. Where's that perfect angle at? There it is. Oh, right there. Just quarter turn fishing line inside of the barrel. Plugs right in. Centered to my coupler, which is mounted with a screw. The original barrel. Obviously had to make cuts. And then you put the bipod in this way, because it looks cooler and works as a foregrip for bigger persons. Perfect. Alright, we're going to move the camera over to its mount there and then work on the other bench and see what the lighting situation over there is like. Double face cam. Keyboard. Don't set the leg of the keyboard on a dart. Coca-Cola goes there. Watch out if you get motion sickness. Yeah, can't see with the chatter. Let's see. Should maybe try minimizing one of these windows. See if I can't do this without disconnecting the camera. Alright. Alright, looks like the camera's been on this whole time. You do need to tighten that down. And that. That wing nut is not effective. Let's see if we can't adjust the camera properly now. I can't loosen it with that thumb because it's still weak from being broken. So much professional camera work. It's dizzying. Oh look, the dart from earlier. There we go. Okay. So since the last stream on this thing, I did some of the wiring, but now my solenoid doesn't work. And I even changed this switch, which was broken. The other one didn't click anymore and such. And I don't think 8 amps are enough to fry this switch, especially since my voltmeter probably says it still functions perfectly fine. There we go. Yep. Alright, there's common, there's what? Oh. Normally closed. Yep. Now it is possible, maybe, that this solenoid actually cares about positive and negative, and I somehow mixed them up. But I do have my doubts about that, because I had it working. My guess is that these wires here got pulled. Kinda looks like maybe that these wires are broken inside of this joint right here. I should probably plug in my soldering iron. Ouch. What is doing the foot? Oh, it's that stupid power motor. I need to get rid of that. Not have a pop can in my soldering iron. Don't mind that spatula, he's just decoration. I'll put him on the wall if I can. He'll sit there in the window. Of course, now I can't see chat, but... So if you're saying anything and I can't see it, I'll go check that out. There it is. We're working on everything. Currently, it's whatever this monster is. So it's some worker hurricane parts.